Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
You know, I used to have a Hispanic job.
Did you?
And because they thought I was a Hispanic. But then somebody said, no, she black. And they put me on a black job.
Gotcha.
Welcome to 1842.
So, Frangela, if ever we desperately needed to call Frangela, it's today. It was a rough night. There's no question. It was a tough night. But Biden had a bad night. But
We've had tough nights.
Yeah.
We've had tough nights.
Yeah.
Before. We've had tough days. We've had tough years.
Yes, we've had tough lives. Let me tell you something, okay?
Decades.
My mama had a saying. She said,
That's right.
Why lie when the truth will do?
Why
Okay?
lie when the truth will do?
The truth
Here's the truth. Here's
when
the
we
truth.
walked in, I wrote my friend and I said, "Oh Lord," she said, "We knew he was old.
right.
This is not new information.
Yeah.
That's not new information. We knew
are-
he was old. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you. Let her tell you.
Dumbledore is off his game doesn't mean we
Okay.
don't vote for Voldemort because he's
Hello.
articulate.
Let me tell you something. Open the fridge, Stephanie. Open the fridge right now and ask me what's for dinner.
What's for dinner?
Biden.
Okay.
And I don't care
No,
if he's
can
asleep when we
I
eat him,
can
but we're
feel
eating him. We
how-
are eating him.
I can feel how desperately people needed you this morning because you are I'm like drinking you into my pores right now, Frangela, because
Okay, let's talk some truth here. Does President Biden owe me an acrylic set because I chewed the heck out of my own nails? Yeah, maybe. But we can talk about that debt in his next term. Because let me tell you something. What did I say yesterday, Francis, when we were recording the final word? I was very clear about this. I was like, look, I don't care if he comes out on that stage and squats down and gives a poo. You know what I'm going to do? Vote for him. I don't care.
I mean,
He
you're
can come
right.
out and be like, I'm a vampire. I'm like, I guess I'm voting for a vampire.
It's, in some ways, Francis, is what you said. It's not that I don't know the people who don't marinate in this. And some flash polls are sort of bearing this out. It's nothing new. We knew Biden's old. We know Trump's a liar. That's what we saw last night.
That's right. There's nothing new here. And let me tell you, whatever they rolled out onto stage, baby, as Biden, I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
Y'all
I'm
can complain all you
voting for-
want.
I'm voting for that. It can
I'm
be
excited.
anticipated thought. I don't care because
Let me
Voldemort is on the other side.
Let me tell you something. Just because democracy was a little dusty last night, don't mean fascism tastes good. That's not how that works.
And I heard you talking on Final Word about the enthusiasm gap. And I think, Francis, did you say you are farting unicorns to vote for Joe Biden? You're so excited. Some measure of excitement.
Unicorns and rainbows and glitter, all of it.
Yes.
Because you know what? We refuse to give this man his due. We are sitting here taking the bait of ageism.
Thank you.
This is what we are not receiving are the gifts of his wisdom, the gifts of his compassion, the
Thank you.
gifts of his ability and
Preach.
caring about us all as Americans.
Hallelujah.
Whoever votes for him or not, we are
Amen.
not going to never get that from Donald
We're
Trump.
not gonna never get that from Donald Trump.
You know what? There's preaching. Preaching is happening
Yep.
on the blackest hour in radio
That's
right
right.
now. Can I just say? I said that too. None of us want to be, judged on our worst day. But Joe Biden's been more down than this before, and he's been counted out. I don't know how many times, And so I said this morning, first out of the box, like, let's breathe. Let's take a second. Even some of these flash polls are showing undecided voters is not really having much of a. Let's see how this plays out. Before we panic, we're using the words panic and crisis and,
That's the news.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something. When the only poll that has made any impact on me in this entire election season is yesterday I saw on I think it might have been CNN. I don't remember where, but they said they asked people, would anything that happened at tonight's debate, this is before the debate,
Yeah.
change your vote? And over 85% said no.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's a show. I really objected to a few things about how it was done. It's sort of like, remember on Top Chef, they used to do things like go make them cook in Denver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like for the final. They used to do gimmicky things to sort of tie one hand behind your back. That doesn't show that you're a good chef. You know, if you tie somebody's hand behind theirs and make them cook with one hand. That doesn't say anything about what kind of food they prepare. And I think it's the same thing with a debate. It's like, we know, for the first time in my life and ever, I think, really, we know how both these people will be president. We lived through it.
Yeah. He's a great president. And again, Jody and I just saw him 2 weeks ago. Like, the guy had a cold. Yeah. Maybe he should have said that first. Pardon my voice. I got I've got a cold. I mean, or something. But I think it's just, unfortunately, in the age of TV, we all just go like, oh, God. It was, and I think you're right. The fact that there was zero fact checking from the moderators was really, I mean, Biden's only one man. How could you possibly? It took Daniel Dale longer than the debate to count all Donald Trump's lies.
He lowered the price of insulin. How, private citizen? I'm like, it's just the stuff that they let ride. Yeah, but I think that the debates are sort of like for the primary audience, I think. Right. I think that most people don't sit there and watch the whole debate. They probably turn it on. They may watch a little, but the reality, they're going to wait for the download of it.
The fact that it took an hour for someone to mention that one of the people's a convicted felon, and Biden had to bring it up. Like, that's not a relevant question.
That wasn't a question, really? I mean, they had that one question was sort of like in that area, but no. Like, it's, right. But that's CNN.
Right. And the fact that that's not the headline, that Donald Trump, not only owned the coup, but said, I'll do it again, basically. That's not, yeah. Anyway.
Because he's allowed to be that. He's allowed to be a traitor who's stupid.
Right.
But Biden was sleeping. And you know what? I don't care. Yeah. I don't care if he's asleep today, all day. They should do a press conference where they wheel him out asleep. You know what I'm going to say? That was the best asleep president I've ever seen. I cannot wait to vote for him again.
It's the best nap. Right. It's the best nap I've ever seen. Yeah, this is why, as you already know, all black people are going to vote for Trump. Here we go.
The mugshot. The mugshot is the best. It just beat Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra by a lot, by the way. Beat him by a lot. But that's the number one mugshot of all time. It's really an amazing thing. Since it happened, the support among the black community and the Hispanic community has skyrocketed. It's been amazing. Really been amazing. It's been actually very nice to see.
Yeah. Because, as you know, all black people and Hispanics are felons, and so
and support felonry. Yeah, love it. Right.
That was in a call into Representative Byron Donalds hosting Black Americans for Trump event
at a barbershop.
Oh, that must have been small.
It was a barbershop, and they were laughing at Donald Trump and looked bored.
They did all look bored. I saw that. Yes,
they paid them to be there. Let me tell you something about black people for sure. I take your money and sit here and act like I'm listening, and then make joke after joke about you. I don't,
I'm spending your money.
As I'm spending your money, this fool thinks I'm gonna vote for him. I'm gonna vote for President Sleepy because he's awesome. Yeah. When he's awake, let me tell you something. When Biden awake, he does more than I've ever done.
He was still up at 2:00 in the morning at the airport greeting people.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the spirit and the energy of this man cannot be questioned. Like I said, it doesn't. Why lie when the truth will do? Mm-hmm. Nobody needs to sit here and act like this man isn't his age. He is his age.
Is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like I can't take away the fact that I'm a woman and I'm black.
Yeah. What's sort of cute is that Tim Scott still thinks that he might be.
I know, it's so adorable.
I know I'm going to shock you, but you know what? I know they floated black people and women, but I think it's going to be a white guy. That's what I think.
From Ohio, perhaps?
Look, I think you may be onto something, Stephanie. It sounds like you're saying you think the Third Reich is not going to have a black person or a woman or a Hispanic. What is up with him throwing that word around all crazy?
I don't know.
I don't care. He's not going to get the opportunity.
This is Ainsley Earhart interviewing the aforementioned Tim Scott.
You would be the first black Republican VP on the ticket. How do you feel?
Well, I think it's exciting, no matter the outcome. It's the evolution of the Southern heart that we see on display. And we Southerners get so little credit for the progress we've made. The whole notion of judging a person on the content of their character, not the color of their skin, has happened. It's not going to happen. It's not around the corner. It's in the rearview mirror. We are living Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
Oh no!
Racism is over, y'all.
Yep. That's
Now
what
you
Robert
his
said.
name out
you
your
guys
mouth.
speak biscuit. Can you tell me?
He was complaining about the quality of the lard.
Yeah, really.
He was saying, "Look, I like my lard fresh because let me tell you something. Tim is serious about his biscuits. This isn't a hobby. This is a calling for Tim Scott. He's gonna make a biscuit."
Did you also see recently he tried to advise Donald Trump to bring up Joe Biden's radical racial past, racist past?
The other big
I know,
lie.
that
He
was-
said you said super predator and
For
black
10
people
years.
didn't like that. Joe Biden has never, ever.
No, but that lie was good enough to keep black people away from Hillary. Like I can't tell you how many people I had to talk down from that lie.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
and they still didn't ever believe me. It put
Right.
this is the problem with letting him.
But it wasn't
I think they got it
Biden
wrong.
at
They should
all.
Always needed this.
Just like,
And that's the thing. And it's like, you have the nerve to turn
nerve.
Donald Trump and advise him to call somebody else racist?